everyone hates Pokimane again. People, what up? What's good, man? As y'all can see, we got a curse video today talking about Pokimane. I wasn't even really trying to watch this, but it keeps coming up on all my feeds in all of my accounts, bro. So we gonna check this out. I don't really know much about Pokimane, to be honest with you. I mean, I know she like a popular streamer, and she had like some cookies or whatever came out, and she said the N-word, you know what I'm saying, some years ago. So what she do now? Let's check it out.
The internet's favorite streamer, Pokimane, is once again going viral for a tweet that left a lot of people on Twitter in an uproar. Popular creators like Asmongold,
shout out to Tectone. I love watching Tectone streams and videos. He's funny.
And Tectone even made a response video to this said tweet.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
And I'm not gonna lie, they were tweaking a bit. The tweet also got like 30 million views, which is absolutely absurd. But it's also not out of the ordinary, because if you've been following the channel, then you would know that I covered Pokimane around a couple months ago. And it was kind of for a similar reason that she had went viral on Twitter, because she had said something that a bunch of people disagree with.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that.
Well, she trying to like pander to, yeah, man. It, you know, I feel like you do see this with a lot of, you know what I'm saying, not even just popular rich streamers, but like celebrities, you know, try to pretend like they're down to earth, pretend like they are in touch with, you know, the experience of a middle class or lower class person. I mean, you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? If you rich, you rich, right? I know we don't live nowhere near the same life, so it just rubs like people the wrong way when you're trying to pander. Like, you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta do all that, right?
No wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Talking about the wealth like, and it's goofy because, like, you know, and I'm not like trying to sound like I'm pocket watching or whatever, but like, you know, you talking about the wealth disparity as like one of the richest streamers. Do something about it, right? And I don't know if she donated to charity or I don't know nothing about Pokimane, but it's just like what are we trying to, you know, like, eat the rich. You are the rich. You know what I mean? I don't get it. So I see why. If this is the clip, I see why people, you know what I'm saying, is upset.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways.
Talking about we hate the rich.
We hate the rich. That was the statement uttered by
Right, like, what is she talking about?
Generational wealth. A statement uttered by...
Look at Jason too. He like, what? His face, that whole conversation is like, what is she talking about, bruh?
Someone who was already richer than your parents and richer than mine. Combined, by the way. This was also the same person who mocked people in her chat for saying that $28 was too expensive for some cookies.
When people are like, oh my God, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways, and we hate the rich.
So yeah, clearly Pokimane was insane for those clips.
But wasn't she the one who shamed where? So yeah, I don't. Why is she? I see. This is what I need to stop doing, is trying to figure out why people say the things that they say and make the decisions that they make. I just gotta accept it, cause I'm getting ready to say, like, why is she doing this? Like, who is she? Who are you trying to appeal to? I don't know, bro. But yeah, I see why people are upset about that. Like I said, bro, I don't personally, man. I don't have no like parasocial relationship with no content creator, bro. And I already told y'all in this in a previous video. I feel like everybody on the internet is playing. You know what I mean? So I could hear something goofy or out of left field or in somebody saying something like in bad faith or that's just nasty, and it don't really, you know what I'm saying, bother me that much, but I can see why, you know, especially her fans are like, hey, what's going on, right?
Which is why she received a ton of backlash online.
And we hate the rich. 25 million. Sheesh.
And I mean, they were frying her. I think I even went over a guy who left her a whole novel in the comment section.
Yeah, like ain't no reason to do that, bruh. I hear, I understand it, and he's probably right about everything that he's saying. It's just like, you know, y'all gotta be careful, man, getting so invested, bruh. For real, man.
Like this right here is pure and dedicated hate, and all you can do is respect it. But clips like these of Pokimane serve as an example because it goes to show that she will say anything in order to be liked by the masses and her audience, and pretty much just trying to take whatever opinion is popular at the moment. So with this in mind, let's go over her tweet. Now, as most of you probably already know or not, the Diddy trials recently came to an end, and he was acquitted of most of these serious charges. And I'm only bringing this up because this is relevant, and I'm pretty sure this is what Pokimane's tweet is referring to. But yeah, Diddy got acquitted of the most serious charges, and everybody had a reaction to it. So Pokimane took to Twitter and said, "Believe all victims." Now, the statement "believe all victims" isn't bad in and of itself, but in the context of like a law and court and jail time, I don't think that's true. I think we should believe evidence and proof rather.
Yeah, cause and this is, I probably can't really speak on believe victims. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no type of experience with the law. I ain't been accused of nothing. I don't know nobody so that has or really, you know what I'm saying, gets into Diddy type stuff. And so she waited until after, you know, the verdict came out to tweet this, just to, I guess, farm likes on Twitter or whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I mean, it just seemed like she just wants like attention and validation, but she just goes about it in a like a condescending way. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think.
Rather than just people claiming things. But you know what? That's just my take. Apparently, Pokimane wants to believe everybody. So after this tweet drop, the internet exploded, with this tweet having 30.2 million views in 3 days, with it also racking up 82,000 likes and 3,000 comments, which, when you think about it, are pretty good stats for a tweet, all until, well, you open the comment section. And just an FYI, before we actually look at the comments, they are a bit insane, like overly insane. So I just wanted to give a fair warning before we look at them. So the top comment of my knowledge on Pokimane's Believe Victims tweet has 167,000 likes, which is literally 80,000 more likes than the original post that she made. And the caption says, and I quote, "Pokimane tried to grape me at the Atlanta airport."
That's not funny. This person is clearly trolling though, and I like, he's making fun of Pokimane, and I guess that's why. Yeah, it's like very easy to take her for a joke, just based on like, you know, these like weird actions that she takes. You know, I'm not laughing at. Let me just unpause, bro, before I say the wrong.
2019. Wow, what a banger of a tweet. You know what? Actually, I lied. This is the most popular response to Pokimane's tweet, and it has 256,000 likes, which means it currently has 170,000 more likes than Pokimane's original post. How does that even happen? The post also has 13.5 million views, and this is off of a reply, so this is crazy. And the caption reads, "I was gripped by Pokimane in 1997. Oh my lordy." And the replies to his comment are even crazier. "You are brave for sharing your story. 26,000 likes. She took my cheeks in 2001.
All right, man. Then they go put hashtag not funny. Yep, bro. Twitter is something else, y'all. Twitter is something else, man. I be trying, for the sake of content, like I'll try to scroll it sometimes, but you gotta stay off Twitter if you not I guess if you care about your mental beyond that, because it is a wild place, bro.
6.7 thousand likes. And I'm telling you, these tweets just go on and on and on of people claiming that Pokimane R-word at them and many more.
Bruh.
And if I had to guess, I would say that 3,000 replies out of the 3.1 that actually responded are saying stuff like that in the comments. And it's crazy because these aren't even really things to joke about. Like when you boil it all down, people are just making R-word jokes.
Yeah.
Believe victims. Well, once again, I like to fancy myself the person who brings things back down into reality. I tweet out 3 words that cause quite the commotion, just like Pokimane tweeted 2 words. Women can lie.
Right.
Yep. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to talk about why it is so dangerous to tweet out things like believe victims.
Yeah, and you know, I was thinking victims were like somebody who has already been proven that they've experienced like a misjustice or a injustice. Like I wasn't reading it like believe all women or believe all allegations. I was like a victim to from what I understood. Like they said something happened to him and it's been proof. That's why okay, you know, the tweet is not, you know, it's the safest tweet of all time, but apparently that's not what a victim is. You know, it's just like somebody with an allegation, and it, you know, it's really, like I said, I don't really want to speak on this type of topic too much, cause, you know, especially because I ain't got no experience with none of this type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's dangerous to, you know, just be saying X did this to me. Insert name did this to me, and you know, you could potentially ruin somebody's life off of you know, like a false allegation. So yeah, man, we and I know it's like a really popular thing to do, especially on Twitter, right? That's why y'all just stay away from that. So and I actually know that happened to Tech Tone. So yeah, man, it's hard to, like, I don't know whether to tell y'all, like, you know, wait until proof, be careful, because it's weird out here, man. But I'm gonna unpause it. I'm gonna let them talk. How about that?
You know what we should believe, Pokimane?
Well, who?
People should believe proof.
Right.
Because when good boys who, man, morals are so much higher than mine, tweet out things like believe victims in such a mass blanket statement, which, by the way, is never a good thing to do, what happens is that you are leaning into something that I like to call guilty until proven innocent, and not innocent until proven guilty. When you say that anybody can go on the internet and lie, when anybody can go on the internet and say anything, and you have to believe them because they're crying, well, guess what? That doesn't set up a good precedent, now does it?
In this context, I would absolutely agree that we should definitely believe people with proof. That way, people aren't just getting falsely accused of random crimes. But then again, I don't even think Pokimane's saying to believe people without proof.
Yeah, that's
but then
right.
again, I could be wrong. Other creators like Asmongold also weighed in on the situation.
Pokimane drops a believe victims tweet. How brave. Oh, God. Shouldn't you figure it out based in a court of law? Don't go around and just believe what people say. You know why? It's because people lie. What a dumb thing to say. Pokimane is apologizing to someone on X for laughing at Amber Heard. Please fucking remind me about that after.
I forgot to mention that since Pokimane brought up the believe victims tweet, many people have been going back in the past and bringing up when she was making fun of Amber Heard when she was on trial. And if you guys remember, at the time, Amber Heard was supposed to be the apparent victim, but obviously the trial proved that that wasn't the case. People in this Reddit thread are even saying that Pokimane went so far as to put a tear counter on the screen throughout her streams, including during Amber Heard's assault testimony. A tear counter is crazy.
Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. Please address this. I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of the victims can be perceived. I apologize I took down the videos. She was apologizing for laughing at Amber Heard.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, when they were talking about, like, we have all this evidence that he actually did it.
So yeah, this is why a lot of people believe that Pokimane doesn't really care about anything she tweets about, and she just says it at the time because it's popular. Because I'm not gonna lie, anytime she makes a controversial tweet, it seems like you can always go in the past and find a time where she said the exact opposite. There seems to never be any consistency with anything she says, which once again makes what TwoCentz said all the more real.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below.
Okay. So I mean, she just kind of, you know what I'm saying, chasing likes on the internet, and she's kind of a hypocrite. So people don't like her. I mean, everybody's a hypocrite to a certain extent. It's just interesting, like, cause I mean, on this channel, like, we react to, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of different things, but because everybody makes mistakes, everybody is a hypocrite, everybody wants some form of attention, some form of validation. It's just like when you see rich people who have like a large audience, or there's a big spotlight on them, right? Because we just checked out like the Drake fake abs video the other day, right? We got Pokimane being fake right here. It's I guess it just hits different. I don't really know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I mean, this is an interesting video, man. Shout outs to Curse, man. Y'all go check out his channel. As always, it's your boy TwoCentz, TCZ. Say it slow. We out.